Beautiful pain. Heartbreak is a beautiful pain. It means you cared. It means you dared to do something about your feelings most people go through all their life. Liking people and never telling them, loving people and never showing them. They never act on what they feel deep within their soul. And so they laugh and point at people who dare to show they care. You might be heartbroken and embarrassed now, but one day the tears will be a symbol of your bravery. And the people mocking will still be exactly where they are now. Because if you don't know you're wrong, you'll never change. Heartbreak is an honest name. It does break you, but when you build yourself back up, you'll be a brand new masterpiece. Make sure your lowest moments become lessons and not stories. Oh, love. Love. Does anybody understand it? Or are we all just pretending to? I think we're pretending. I know I am. But I quite like that I don't fully understand it. There's always something new with love. Does that mean there's always someone new to love? I hope not. My heart feels like glass, transparent and fragile. I can't have it break a million times and expect it still to work. Heart. When we're heartbroken, we explain it. When we're in love, we live it. So of course, all love stories end badly. Because the happy ones happen in real life, in the now. They simply are just too happy to write about it. So all we hear is the heartbroken people who have time to tell us all about it. Because at the end of the day, one can write with tears running down their face, but one cannot write while kissing the love of their life. Explanation needed. Am I really doing the right thing if I am only doing it because I know it's right, and not because I want to or feel it is my truth? Or is right and wrong quite black and white and intentions like the air we breathe? We only know how important it is when it's not there. I don't like change. We usually like change to be a secret. We usually like change to be unexpected and unplanned. We usually like good change as well as bad change to be like a surprise party. We usually don't actually like a step-by-step path to change. We usually don't like to see the end of a relationship play out. We usually would rather eat horrible food and have slowly our health kill us than know we're going to die 0.001% quicker with every meal. We don't like to live with our consequences. But we also don't like to know our consequences beforehand, because we usually don't like change, but we also usually never want to stay the same. And so we start the blame game. After the thunder. Do you ever wonder what happens after the thunder? Not the thunder on earth, but the one beneath the surface of your brain. Do your thoughts just run away until they get into so much pain? Pain from overthinking and thinking what others are thinking, that at the end, you don't even know what you're thinking. You close your eyes for a second too long and fall asleep, but by tomorrow, you don't even remember what you ran away from in the first place. 18 years, you're a child for only 18 years, and then you're an adult for however long you live to. So act like you're young for every second you can, because you only become older. You'll never become younger again. You'll never have those innocent thoughts again. You'll never be more open-minded than now. And you'll never be this version of you again. So live it like it's your last day, because for some parts of you, it always is. Do you love? Being loved by everyone means you don't love yourself, because that means you're changing yourself every time you're around someone new. And why would you want to change somebody you really love? Now, some might say yes, and some might realize they have never loved before. Have you ever been so unhappy that everybody you see, you hope they're happy? So deeply, because you don't want anybody to be as unhappy as you are now. Have you ever been so hungry that you hope everyone is full, and so cold you hope nobody loves you so you don't have to change? Love. Toxic love makes you want to die together. Healthy love makes you want to live forever. How? How am I supposed to get over you when I don't even remember who I was before I loved you? Need to move on. Need to move on so when we love again, I don't have to hate you as well. I need to meet you as a stranger, not as a I see you later. I really do love you. I really do love you, but you keep messing up, keep saying the worst things, thinking they're so right, keep saying the truth to questions I don't ask. You keep hurting me, and I don't think I can love you anymore, if that means losing me. Love is great until it makes you choose between being you and being his, between I love yous and I love me's, between feeling good in your company and feeling good alone. History's great, but let's not repeat it. Great chapters. Let's not make it your book. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the words I pretended not to know how to say, the feelings I pretended weren't there. I'm sorry that the girl you said I love you to wasn't prepared for love. I'm sorry for everything, but not that I love you. Back then it was the wrong time. Are you ready to give me a second chance and act like it's the first time? Clock of love. Time stops when you feel the right love. Time flies away when the wrong love feels right. Or when you feel the wrong love and know it's the wrong love, yet expect it to be the best you can get. The wise know the difference, the rest will learn. The time is measurable in seconds and minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades, and even centuries, but also in moments, events, birthdays, and the heart, and the beat of a caring heart. Is it a love miracle? Is love at first sight shallow or just a love miracle? For me, love has never been quick, never fell in love fast, never fell out of love fast or predictably. I never knew when closure was coming or how to get it. It just came and then it was done. The feelings were gone. Things that used to be cute, like moving your leg when nervous, became annoying again. And then I fell out of cloud 9 with no return ticket in mind until the next time. I don't know. You ask me how I feel about you and I can't speak, running out of words like breath after running away from something that would kill me. 'Cause love kills with actions. You speak to me like you care, but you act like you don't, and I don't do speaking. I show and let you figure it out. 'Cause I don't even know how to show it anymore. Love, as the same name every time, the same type of pain with every cry, but a different place in our heart, a different face with every restart. We ask questions nobody can answer to avoid conversations we can't have. I guess words have an expiration date and feelings don't matter if you say them too late. If we could do it all again, I'd make sure you're the one in the end. I'd ask a different question, I'd avoid the pain of knowing. You were the one I'll never forget, and for us, forever was like a bet. You were the hardest thing I had to quit, and you make me wish I was still an addict. If you saw me through my eyes, if you saw me through my eyes, you would have never said hello, you would have never said goodbye. You would have walked away or you would have found a way to stay. I know I'm complicated, but I'm a puzzle you like. I'm a gamble you just can't stop. You saw me for something I'm not, and that's why I love you. 'Cause you saw an unfinished painting where I saw splashes of paint that confused everyone by its meaning. You saw me, the way I wish I could. But you left me, and that I never understood. You were my bridge. In a water full of washed away paintings, you were the thing I never understood. You loved me the way I couldn't love myself. You loved me the way you couldn't love you. You tried your best. but you didn't understand me. But you tried. I was worth something more than to be. A puzzle, a misunderstanding of stereotypes, a face, a body, a statement. I was worth a try. And for that, you will always be the artist. Goodbye. It wasn't said in words. It was in silence, so clear. I hear it every day. You'll look for me. You look for anyone who reminds you of me, the smile in the morning, the hugs before bed, and everything in between. One day, you'll find out that I cannot be replaced. You are always on my mind, but maybe it's because I have nothing else to think of and smile. Maybe you are forever, because it feels close to the end anyways. Maybe you weren't the great love of my life because my life wasn't great. Love isn't mathematics. If it was, I would have it. But the plus U is hidden and the Y is unknown, just like a puzzle until you finish it. It's a struggle to see all the pieces as one picture. Falling in love with you is something I shouldn't do. But you're my favorite mistake, my favorite heartbreak. Bloody eyes. You walk through life with your eyes wide open until life blurs your vision. With tears that never reached your cheeks, with images that make you never want to speak. You loved so much that you didn't even notice. That twos were echoes. Not him. He didn't say I love you too. But it's never easier to start brand new. We like life in a blur because we can choose what we see and what we believe, and the rest was just a misunderstanding of the eyes. The biggest liar in one's life is oneself. I guess that's why we paint, draw, and write, because for a moment we see clear and present the truth for the ones who dare to look. What would I do if I lived 1,000 lives? Would I live this one better, or maybe would I dare to live this life worse? And is there really a life well lived? And who decides it? Who should cast judgment on a life they have never lived? Who can be objective when they look at their own life? Who is watching us? Have we already figured it out? Will we never know? Will we know soon? The only thing I'm pretty certain of is that in this lifetime I won't run out of questions. Do people really change? Do people really change? Or do we conceal our flaws and highlight our strengths? Would we change if we didn't know our flaws were our flaws? If you got away with anything, what would you do? I think people can change, but that's just a thought I have, and that might change too. Lost. You are a great distraction, but you can only take your eyes off the road for so long until you realize you've lost your direction. A thought. Have I ever had a thought that no one has had before? Will I ever be the first to have a thought, or the last one to have it? Love, thoughts, lies, truth, also abstract, but yet so real in a world where books collect tears. This is a subjective world. You say I love you, I say I'm sorry, you call it love, I call it a conversation. We call things and people by different names depending on their importance in our brain. My perception of you is not a reflection of your actions, but an analysis of my interpretation of them. I would rather be an ugly truth than a beautiful lie. I would rather be a fool with no regrets than a hero who can't look in the mirror and recognize himself. You were a mirror, or were you? I lost myself because at the time you seemed more interesting, but now I realize that's not true. Because honey, we're the same person, we're just painted in different shades. And in a world where aesthetics matter, that seems like a big difference. And it really isn't. Maybe that's why. Maybe you were the first person I lost that was worth missing. And maybe that's why missing you hurt so much. Missing people used to feel like sad songs. Missing you feels like silence that never ends. Past, no past. When will we be in the past? When will our I love yous be in the past tense? When will this love make sense? Make a mistake. Make the mistake. Do what you want. And if it's a mistake, one day you'll look back and laugh, or maybe you'll cry. But you'll have a moment you're remembering, not a question you might never get the answer to. Okay, so those were the poems. That was like the free sample on Kindle. And you still have 2 poems you can read on the free sample if you go check it out. And then you can maybe buy the book. I'm so proud of it. It's such an interesting time period, and I'm so glad I got to take an emotional picture of it through this book.